So my name is Andrew Riegel. I'm here today to share a story about resilience and my journey with suicidal ideation.
I'm Alex and I'm 33 years old. I'm here today to share a little bit about my story, my own personal story with mental health and suicide.
My name is Kate Quinn. I am a resident of Chester County, and now I work in private practice. I have my own private practice locally.
My name is Lilia Miller, and I am part of the Chester County Suicide Prevention Partnership. I do a lot within the organization, a lot outside the organization. I'm a huge advocate for mental health and mental illness. I've had personal loss with suicide.
What helped me most through my hardest times was surrounding myself with friends, family, people that I knew I had a support system with.
So I think what helped me the most during my most difficult times was the unwavering support that I had from the people who are closest to me. So my mom, my dad, my younger sister, and my fiance.
There's a community, an organization called Still I Run that does a lot with mental health and running. And I joined a running group, and surprisingly, a lot of the people in this group also struggle with different aspects of mental health: depression, anxiety, eating disorders. So that's a really big one for me. I mentioned I still actively go to therapy. I do meditation. I do a lot of journaling. I read a lot.
Certainly through my life, I've had those that have negatively impacted me. So now I feel like being very selective with those relationships, my time, and of course seeking the resources that are out there and available, right? So I've seen a therapist my entire life. I've had close friendships and supportive people.
Having them as my support network, I think, has been the most helpful thing.
I had a therapist who I actually still see, but the best piece of advice he gave me was don't say no to invitations. And I can remember literally walking into a party 3 weeks after, and of course everyone stared at me and thought I was crazy, but it was the best piece of advice I got, because you can always say no, but I tried really, really hard not to. And I found that later years were harder because you don't get those invitations anymore.
And reaching out when you don't want to, which sometimes can be really hard, because I think there, in addition to the stigma of just mental health in general, if you are a mental health practitioner and you're saying like, I am really struggling, that's a really hard thing to do. But it's a necessary thing to do because we're human beings too. So learning and kind of forcing myself to reach out when it's really the last thing I want to do. And a lot of times I'll preface it by saying like, I really don't want to be doing this, but here it is. Here's kind of where I'm at.
Part of the ways that I deal with the loss, I guess, and I said earlier, putting one foot in front of the other, is, I'm a board member of the Chester County Suicide Prevention Partner. I'm the fundraising chair. We're planning a big fundraiser right now. I am a co-facilitator for the Survivors of Suicide group. I work at a university, and I am a co-advisor for the NAMI student group. I teach QPR. Mental health first aid is next on my list. But those are my ways of giving back and moving forward.
If someone was struggling with suicidal thoughts or ideation, or has had past experience, I would say what I would want someone to say to me early on was, I'm here for you. It'll get better. There's resources out there to support.